Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy Shabrady, and you're listening to the Booty League podcast.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 4 of the Booty League podcast. As always, I'm Pope David Luong. Chris is here holding
What's
it
good? What's
down,
good?
and we're joined by Nick, the fantasy hitman, no win.
When did I get that nickname?
Nick Danger, no win. What's up, Nick?
What's up? What's up? Why am I the hitman? Who have I killed?
I don't.
You're the Grim Reaper.
Yeah,
it's
I'm the
true, you're
Grim Reaper.
Grim-
I
Nick's
called
Nick's
it last
early
week.
GG's guy, dude.
Yeah, I'm the
Yeah.
early GG merchant.
I said I might have to use it this week, and lo and
Oh, man.
behold, I needed it. I won by 6. I won by
It'd be like
6.
that.
But yeah.
That's-
How's your season going so far, Nick?
It's pretty good. Honestly, it's not bad. I think I've been unfortunate with matchups, but that's how she goes sometimes, you know.
For sure.
For sure.
How about you guys?
Go ahead, Chris.
I feel like I had a couple close games and it just goes that way. But my team is kind of dog shit too, so it is what it is.
Yeah. I think for me, being 2-2, I wish a couple more games would have gone my way, but can't complain. Well, I can complain about Travis at Etienne, but at least my players aren't. At least my players aren't injured yet.
Yeah.
Like some of the people in this league. So feeling blessed there. And
The Grim Reaper.
going into the quick question of the day, what is one storyline in the NFL or our league that you did not expect? Let's start with Nick.
Me, I was actually annoyed and surprised at how well the early round rookie wide receivers paid off. Marvin Harrison and Malik. Was Malik an early one? I forget, but I remember they were drafted.
I don't think
really,
so.
really
He was
high.
like round 6
Oh, no?
or something. I guess early in
No,
the
he was-
NFL draft, but is that what you're talking
Are
about?
you talking about early in the NFL draft or early in the?
Oh, for both. Well, Marvin Harrison for
Marvin
what?
Harrison was
for
like the
both.
second rounder, but Malik Neighbors was like a third rounder for us.
What?
I see.
Which is
okay,
pretty high.
Still pretty
Record-
high,
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I was just kind of annoyed because I was like, I don't watch a lot of, I don't watch college ball actually at all. So I didn't have like any like inkling about where these guys were at, and I just see like ADP charts having these guys so high up, and I'm like, that's an easy fade. And then it turns out that like that was not the right choice.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like, who could have believed what Daniel Jones is doing right now to Malik Neighbor? Like, I was not a Daniel Jones believer, and it's crazy how like a wide receiver can make like all the difference for like a team, and like how good they are. They can kind of help the quarterback, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Something I found interesting was just if for our league, just the disparity in our league right now. I feel like there's 5 teams that are 3-1, like which is pretty wild. He's 3-1 with like 371 points, which is crazy. And yeah, and then you have like 3 teams at the bottom. So I think there's like just this huge disparity of like top and bottom right now.
Yeah, that's true. It's usually not like that. We usually have more people.
Yeah,
in the
usually it's like
middle.
4-0, 3-1, and then like 2-2. Everyone's like everyone's just 2-2 in the middle. So
Yeah.
I think it'll. What is it? Law of averages, right? I feel like
yeah,
it's like early season shenanigans.
There are
but it'll
definite.
balance out later.
There are definitely some 3-1 teams that their teams don't look too good, but they're 3-1, so maybe
Yeah.
laws of averages will swing Chris's side or Michael's side on that pendulum. So maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
My
For sure.
my storyline that I did not expect is the resurgence of like Sam Darnold. I thought he was toast, and kind of like even like at a lesser extent, Baker Mayfield, it's Baker Mayfield's resurgence, and kind of even Derek Carr, like these like kind of like people
Mhm.
who we thought were like shit, done, dusted, kind of coming
Yeah.
back and leading their teams to wins. I mean, you can't look at what the Vikings are doing and be like, Sam Darnold's playing bad. I feel like
Yeah.
he's actually playing kind of good, and it's just
Yeah.
this change of scenery. So I was not expecting that at all. Or else I
Yeah.
would have picked Justin Jefferson over Jamar Chase.
Mm,
Yeah, true.
true.
I agree. I mean, I chose Amon Ra early, right? Because
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I don't want Justin Jefferson. I don't want anything to do with the Vikings offense. So I'm right there with you.
Really, you guys? That was at a hard fade for you guys. All Vikings skill pieces
Yeah, it
Yep.
was.
because of Darnold. I was a big fan of Darnold, man. That's the GEQBUS right there, dude. Come
I mean,
on, the
I liked him,
Darnold.
but still, like, yeah, I know. Memes aside, like I was always rooting for him. He's a SC guy, local. I think
Mhm,
San Clemente or something like that. So you're rooting for him.
mhm,
But yeah, I'm glad he's getting a resurgence right now, right? So
mhm.
Yep.
good for
Good
him.
for
All
him.
right,
Good for him.
let's jump into our shot bets this week. We have quite a few. We have 2 videos today for us. Last week at the very end, we kind of Royce hopped in. If you missed out, we piled on the shot bets. Um, One we got Nick's team, Saquon, Kyler, Zay, and Brock. 4 players versus Timmy's entire team. That did not work out. So
I
David
should
and I
have
always
picked
shot.
Derrick
Dude,
Henry, bro.
you guys cursed all of those players with this bet.
That's true.
Like you picked the worst performers on my team possible.
Then I threw out a QJ versus Garrett Wilson. QJ did not get more points. 1.7 versus Garrett Wilson's 3.6. Both kind of dog shit. Um, then we got Topher versus Ryan for Big Brother proxy betting. So Jonathan's gonna owe one next week. Jonathan put out 5 shots for half a shot. That was not confirmed by Yi. So but Jonathan would have taken 5 shots if he lost. Luckily, he's not going to do that. Then we have Royce versus Chris, just one, and we doubled up with. I said Wandale was going to do better than Olave or McLaurin. Wandale scored 12.6 that Thursday. Olave had 12.7, and McLaurin had
Wow.
14.7.
Hmm.
So that was close.
That
That
was
was a
close.
close one.
I lied.
So I owe one there. So that's 1, 2. I owe 1, 2, 3, 4. David's gonna owe 2 with me. I'm gonna owe one later as well for the week, and then I think Nick's
The
gonna
head
take
to
one in
head,
solidarity
right?
with us.
I'll take one in
Yeah.
solidarity because you guys had to drink on behalf of my team
Yeah.
underperforming.
That's
So
And then
true.
it's out of honor. So I'll be back. I'll grab my handle real quick.
all right. So as he grabs that, uh, I have a couple shots to take. Do you want to take the second shot with him? We'll take one together first.
Yeah, we'll take one together. Are you gonna do 4 right now?
I was gonna do 4 right now.
Okay, yeah, take
Let's see
one
these gloves.
with me right now, and then we'll take one with him after.
And then I will pay, and then I will pay out the other 2 after we show the other videos, and I'll pay one more before.
Tito's. Almost out of
Um,
Tito's for the
oh,
first
man.
pod. The bottle is almost, or I started halfway, but still.
This is pretty much all me right now. I have the liter bottle of bourbon from Kirkland. It's like 92% though. 92 proof. I wish I had some like Henny or something, but it's not for pleasure. A little
Yeah,
bit too strong.
I will probably go to Total Wine. Alright, let's just kill this real quick, me and you.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
First one.
All right, I don't know what this is. I thought I had tequila.
Ah.
Coin true, whatever that is.
That's just like a liqueur, right?
Anyone speak French? Yeah,
That's just like a liqueur. Like I think you mix with it.
it's 80 proof. I don't
Oh,
know,
okay.
dude.
It's a
This
full
shit's
thing.
80. It is, yeah, imported liqueur, but it's 80 proof. So
Interesting. All right.
bottoms up, boys. Cheers.
Cheers. Second one
Mm-hmm.
for us.
Oh, I gotta do one more. Fuck. Oh man,
Alright.
my stomach's on fire. You know, I don't drink vodka like I used to no more. I haven't gone to Vegas boot camp in a while. You know, I've
Vegas
skipped.
boot-
I've skipped mini camp.
Can we show those 2 videos and I'll take my 2 afterwards?
Yeah. Let me finish this. This my one. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my
Oh
god.
man.
I don't wanna
Whoa,
drink
It's a
this.
this
tastes
is a
like
rub.
I don't
like
wanna,
a worse
What?
Jaeger.
I might yak.
This is
Ah! Get out of my body. That's how you.
Dude, you are washed.
That's how you know I'm washed, bro.
Dude, you gotta drink the darks now, man. I'm telling you. Who wanna play this week? Let's make a shot bet with them.
Oh.
Oh, Chris, your matchup.
Alright, here we go.
I'm playing.
Horrific, but we'll talk
I'm
Alright,
gonna
about
pull
play
up my
me- oh,
stream,
yeah.
boys.
My team is fucking not good. All right, let's watch these
Alright,
next
this
2.
is
Nucleus.
Chris
it. Topher.
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 Oh wow.
That's water. Come on. You're not
Okay.
fooling us, Topher.
Mm.
You're
Oh,
literally
here-
in the bathroom.
Why is
You
he in the
filled it up.
bathroom? He filled it up.
Yeah, he filled it up from the faucet. Nice try, dude. Look. Yeah, that's water. Nice
Is he a
try.
Padres
Good
fan
acting.
too?
It's because he moved to San Diego.
Oh, does he live in San Diego? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he lives in San Diego right now.
Oh shit.
All right, you guys see Ryan's?
Yeah, he looks like
All
Chun
right,
Li.
Tito's. Let's see
Wait,
how a
no.
young man
We're gonna
takes
take
the
up my keep up.
Tito's.
Also water. I'm
Oh.
calling. I'm
I
calling
got shit last
water
year
check
for
on both of y'all.
pre-
This might be
Four-month shots,
leftover
so-
from Royce's stash, bro.
That looks full.
Whatever that means. Cheers.
I gotta drink with them because I lost them. Oh, no, I'll wait till I get pulled up on the screen. I'll wait till you pull up on the screen. Damn that
You have a
Nordstrom cup.
chaser
Is it just one?
ready.
No, he's in
Shit is
two.
rubbing
So he's got
alcohol.
2. We put 2 in the game.
Oh shit. Experienced vet with the chase.
Oh, David didn't have a chase.
I didn't chase
I
it
don't
right
know.
now, no.
That shit away from
Alright.
me.
Deep.
Number 2.
Ugh. That was nasty, Ryan.
Nice.
Good night, everyone.
All right, there you
Good
go.
night.
Good night
Good
to
night,
you.
good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Stop streaming and then
Well
going
done.
back. Boom.
All right.
You're back up, Chris.
Here's-
Let me pull you
here-
big
here-
screen.
Here's my next 2. I still got one more. I'll take at the head-to-head too.
Oh.
Shit, this is getting worse and worse.
Wait, so he's at 3 or 4 right now?
This is my 4th one right now.
Jesus.
Oh my god, I got 5.
Oh, considering, I don't know if it's against. Is it TOS to drink like on a YouTube video?
I haven't
we're
gotten
not-
flagged.
We're not
Yeah,
making
Okay.
money on this.
we're not
is
making
that what
money.
it is?
There's like bourbon reviews and stuff. I think you just can't like
Oh, okay.
smoke. I think you can't smoke on whatever.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
there's an option on YouTube if it's for kids or if it's not for kids, and if you mark it's
If
not
it-
for kids, then you can do like adult stuff.
If this is
I
46%, can I get like some leeway or something?
46
Wow, is it 30?
All right, the
46?
46%.
the head to head can be a half a shot.
Okay.
All right,
All
there
right.
you go, like
That's
a
a
man.
head.
Let's jump
There
into
you
our
go.
breaking waivers.
Yes, sir.
Ah.
Our breaking
All right.
waivers.
Our breaking news, breaking waivers this week. Had an early
Damn.
morning trade. Had a nice waivers going. Michael got Dontavian Wicks for 56. Total bids 5. He's got to feel good because the next closest to was Nick and myself with 52. Next closest was Vino with 17. I got Tucker Kraft for 36. Total bids 4. Team was next closest at 18. Just to hear him react is good enough for me. He could have bid like 3, and as long as he reacts, I'm good.
Yup.
Jonathan got Trey Sermon for 33. The next closest was Mike Mo for 7. But he had Jonathan Taylor, right? So I think he was a little more pot committed to that. Jonathan got Broncos D for 16. Total bids of 4. Royce, the next closest at 10. Ryan got Green Bay's defense for 12. Next closest was myself with 0. Royce, Sam Darnold for 10. Jonathan next closest with 3. David picks back up Tank Bigsby
Let's
for
go. I didn't want to drop him.
9. And the
Thumbs
next
up,
closest
baby.
was Royce getting 8. So I just had to bring up
That
Thumbs
feels
up.
good.
I just had to bring up that David got his
Thumbs
guy
up,
back.
baby.
That feels
If
good.
you win by 1, I gotta throw that in, right? Like
That feel-
that's just it feels good.
And he traded him to me, and he wanted
Yeah.
him back.
Yep. All right. Any thoughts on the waivers? Doesn't look like you had any action, Nick. What were your thoughts going into this week?
Yeah, I wasn't really. I was just gonna take a flyer on Wicks because Watson's targets got to go somewhere and Love's on fire. But at the same time, I wasn't like too crazy. No meme. I'm gonna pull Orion. I deadass had 69 because I wanted
Oh
to be
my
cute.
god.
But I was like, that sounds like too much of a meme. So then I was like, I have 152 fabs, so I wanted to make it an even 100. That's why I put 52.
Oh.
And so I was like, that sounds like a reasonable ish for the range. And I was like, if I get it, I get it. Then that's cool. But I would have dropped Tank Dell for him, which
Oh,
I feel like
Oh.
I feel like they're like the same kind of like the boomer bust wide receiver 3 on like a high powered offense kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that was just how it was. That's why I wasn't too crazy about it because it'd kind of be a lateral move. But you ride the hot hand for a couple weeks.
For sure.
Like even in the meantime, I was like, I don't even know who to swap out for Wicks
Got it.
if I wanted to. Like it
On your
wasn't like a
team?
shoe in. Yeah, and then that was the only weakness. I'm just missing like a like a good wide receiver.
Bro,
Everyone
Michael
is like,
Pittman, what you talking about?
dude, he was finally
That
the
was
squeaky
because
wheel
that's
game,
because
dude.
Flacco
Yeah,
was
Flacco
in.
was
No,
in.
that's
Flacco was
how I
in.
know you guys are your box scores, dude. His first 2 catches were like 30 yards from A-Rich.
You mean
First 2 catches,
30 of
First
30
his?
2
yards.
catches. I
That's
swear to God, it was a
that's
30-yard and then like a 25er.
Where do
Both
you
from
think the
A-Rich before he
remaining
got hurt.
50 got came from?
But that's what I mean.
That's all
see?
he would have
He'll
gotten,
eat.
bro.
He'll eat
To
regardless.
that would have
copium.
been done. Like that's it,
No
dude.
way. There's no way. That was
I
a
like
very
how
loose
you
corner.
I like how you take
Oh
the
my
2
God.
catches instead of the last 3 games with Anthony Richard. You're like
All I'm saying is he'll eat regardless, dude. He's a
I
squeaky wheel now.
see.
All right.
But he
You
got
guys
the
are box
oil.
score
The
enjoyers.
squeaky wheel doesn't need any more oil. He got it. So you're done.
So he's done. He's,
He's
well
done.
oiled. Oh shit.
David,
Well, I
what do
guess
you
he's
think about
benched.
David? What do you think about this week?
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised Dontavian went for 56. I feel like, and a lot of people bet 50 on it. I thought it was like a bit of a rental, to be honest, and
Right.
it's just one game, and we've seen people blow up like when they had to step in, and then after that, when you can get the game plan against them, they kind of fall off. But if you believe in Dante, I mean, he's a good player, and Jordan Love looked good that game. So
Yeah,
if you believe in him, then I guess it's a good pickup. But I see it as a rental.
for sure.
Yeah.
Jonathan gets his handcuff for 33. I think he has JT.
Yep.
I mean, 33. You got to just get your handcuffs. I don't
Yeah.
blame him there.
Yeah.
Besides that, Royce. I mean, picking up Sam Darnold, the 2 quarterback. Royce has both quarterbacks. I'm a fan of this year, Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield.
Hmm.
I think me and Royce are on the same page there. Sam Darnold, I think, is the QB5 on the year, and so picking up a quarterback 1 for $10, I think that's good from Royce.
Yep.
But as for me, picking up Tank Bigsby for 9, at no cap, I put him in for 7. And then I raised it to 9. I said, I gotta get my guy.
I can't
And-
trust anybody anymore, dude. I literally can't trust anybody anymore, dude.
Yeah, and so I
Oh,
gotta get
God.
my guy. So I put in that
Oh,
I put in
shit.
2 extra fab. But yeah, I mean, it feels good. I didn't want to drop him last week, but I needed a tight end, and it kind of helped me out this week. So dropped him, picked up Tank Bixby again.
Mhm.
But yeah,
All right.
Nice. That's a dub.
Yeah, I really wanted Dontavian weeks for the week rental. Yeah, I need a win. He would have plugged right in. So yeah, I was looking for him. I'm gonna scavenge the waiver, see what's up. Amon-Ra's out. I have some buy stuff. I have some injury stuff. Got to figure it out. Facing some demons right now. So if you guys want to take advantage of me, hit my line. But yeah, that's what I needed. Let's jump into the trade.
Chris is 4 shots in right now,
I
folks.
know.
We
I was
have
gonna
to.
say
Yeah.
he's drunk too. It's perfect timing.
I'll be good. I'll be good. All right, jumping into the trade this morning. What time? I think I woke up to this. I don't know, or I was at the gym or something. Dallas got up for Chris. No, it was earlier. It was like 9, right? I think afterwards.
I don't know. I
Like,
thought that
this-
I saw the chat blowing up, but
Okay.
I knew it wasn't a big. I thought it was a trade, but I didn't think it was gonna be a big trade because the chat wasn't going off. You know, when it's a big
Yeah.
trade, the chat goes off and everyone wants
Yeah.
to chime in. It was just like, and then and then Timmy like Timmy says like, "What the fuck? I laced your weed. Stop smoking crack. Like, what the fuck is that?" I already knew it was like a small ass trade after he said that. So I didn't really
Alright.
check until actually
was-
today when we were prepping the doc. I was like, oh
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
wasn't there a trade today? And I saw Dallas Goddard and Chris Boswell, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's about right.
And yeah, I think Boswell's been going off. Goddard's on a bye. Royce can't use him. You got AJ Brown and Devontae coming back, and that makes things just murky for the situation. Because I think AJ Brown's out, so Dallas Goddard eats. Sorry, Devontae's out, so Goddard eats. Whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that being said, this trade, I don't know. I just think it's kind of a wash. Whatever, just kicker stuff. If you're trading for a kicker, like if Royce wins this week, this is an A trade, right?
Right.
If he loses and then Goddard continues to blow up, like F for sure for Royce at this time. Who's Royce's tight end right now? Anyone know? Anyone check
I thought
that?
it was. Wasn't it? Was it Pitts? No,
I don't think he
No,
has one right now. Hold up, let me see. Royce
Oh no, Njobu. It was
Njobu.
Njobu.
and Jobu.
So
Yeah.
he has Njobu coming back. He's not gonna play Goddard. Goddard's in a bye. He needs a kicker. If Boswell's like doesn't score 10 this week, then he it's a F of a trade, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Um,
true.
That's
so
true.
otherwise, I think Royce is trying to trade for a win. I would say B's. Like Boswell's been killing it. The defense holds up. The offense is good, but not good enough to score touchdowns.
Yeah.
I would say B's both ways. I don't know. Maybe Goddard would have been a landmine, like more or less, like
Mm.
being out
Mhm.
there
Mhm.
competing for targets. I would say B's just for prospects, but that's where I'm at. What are your thoughts, David?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you get a good kicker, like I feel like in years past, kickers have been kind of going up and around. It used to be back when me and Chris were like younger. It used to be like round 15. If you got before round 15, like
Those were handshakes, right? Like,
you're an
hey,
idiot, right?
Justin took me to the
And
13th,
then
like handshakes.
maybe after like 3 years, we're like, you know what? I kind of want a kicker in round 14, and then so that goes on for a bit, and defense in round 15, and then they think this year like, you know what? Round 13, I'm a reach for a kicker
Yes,
because
sir.
like the last maybe 4 rounds like is so
Yeah,
trash,
yeah.
and even like the person you're picking in round 13, let's say like Luke McCaffrey, like that guy's like trash, so you don't drop him the next, so might as well
Yep,
use that pick on like the best kicker, right?
yep.
So
Like
in
Brandon Aubrey would have been a
Dude.
way better
yeah,
pick
way
than
better bit.
most of our picks, right? In the
And
top four,
Yeah.
in the
you
last
can
4 weeks.
probably get Luke McCaffrey in round 15. You don't
Yeah,
need a reach, right?
yeah.
And so yeah, so I think, round 10 kicker, I can see that next year. I
That's the
mean,
future right
that's
there,
the
man.
future.
Brandon Aubrey in the 10th round.
And then kept in the ninth the
And then
next round.
kept in the
And
nine.
then that's how it goes. Yep.
That's how it goes.
Nick, any thoughts on? Oh, great. Grade for you, David.
I mean, B's for both, B minus maybe for Royce. I think Chris Boswell has been getting like 8 points consistently, but he's only the kicker number 2 because he got almost 30 fucking points week 1. But he's been doing okay. He hasn't been killing it, but
Yeah,
8 points, whatever.
Yeah, I was just gonna mirror that. I feel like Boswell's really geared towards that one blow up game. But yeah, like David said, he's been going like 8-8. I don't know if that's worth giving up, like, a quote unquote tight end one, even though that doesn't really mean much because tight end has been really,
so
really
shitty.
bad
Yeah,
this year.
yeah,
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 super shit.
I might get 20. I might rather have 25. What do you think, Nick? You think James
Mm.
would have given up 20 for Goddard?
Yeah, because then I would have gotten Wicks for 72 instead.
There you go.
So that would have worked out for me.
Uh,
I could have made that trade. Yeah.
all right. Grade for you, Nick. Anything?
I'd say I get where Royce is coming from with the buy and needing a spot fill in for like a tier 1 player. But I don't know if I wouldn't have done it. I mean, granted, like I'm a little spoiled in the tight end department, but I think I would
Mhm.
have rather kept Goddard and then just like roll the dice on like a Tyler Bass or something, like
Mm.
or something like that. I guess he would have had to clear a spot, right? So I guess it's a little weird, but I think I would have rather kept Goddard. So maybe like a C for Royce and like a B plus for James.
Okay, I agree.
All right, let's jump into the tiers. We got
Oh,
week
it's tier
two,
time already.
week 2 of David's tiers. So what does David got cooked up first?
What do
before
I
he gets
got?
to
Y'all laughed at me next week. My tiers from last week looking good, but some teams, prove themselves to me this week. Some teams move down. Let me just pull up. Let me pull up my screen for everybody here, and for the audience at home. Here we go. Okay, last week on the last or 2 weeks ago on the tiers, right here. We got hold up, sorry. We got Timmy, we got Chris, and we got Topher, Michael, bottom tier, right? This week, Timmy, stays the same. You got, Patrick Mahomes not doing too well. Najee, we all told you it was a bad pick. This guy is running out fucking G-Rat still. Aaron, and so his team's not looking good. Christian Watson just got hurt. He refuses to play Quentin Johnson for some reason. So Timmy stays toilet. Chris, I'm sorry, bro. You
No, I
went
get it.
0
I
and
get it.
2. You know,
It happens. It happens.
you made a few bad trades along the way. You're running now Brock Purdy as your wide receiver or your quarterback one. You got. I mean, I don't need to go on and on. I don't want to torture you.
No, you can torture me, but no, we know
You
how it
know,
is. Go ahead, move
Mike
on.
Mo, I'm sorry. You're 0 and 2. You know the statistics. Y'all ain't making it out. I'm sorry. You got your
It's
first.
facts.
You
It's
didn't get
facts.
the win this week. Would have hurt you, or would have helped you. But I mean, you're running out Bucky Irvin as your running back too. He's a nice back, but he's at best 50-50 right now. You're running out. Who is this guy? Emmanuel Wilson as your running back one. I had to click his name so you stay toilet team. Topher, you won this week. You have my attention, right? Topher, the data is the data. I have to move you up. Topher moves up, right? Oh, no,
dude.
sorry, I
Whoa,
sorry, I didn't mean to excite you. Topher moves up. You can't you can't ascend too quickly. You have to stay at the next tier. You have to acclimatize. I don't want you to get sick, right? You have to
Yeah.
acclimatize to the tier you're in before you can go up even higher. But Topher moves up to injury purgatory. But you know the rules of the tiers. You can't someone's got to go down. Someone's got to go down. So the person, or I guess I'll gas up Topher's
Unless someone goes to booty bound and you even it out.
unless it goes to you're right. But I don't want to spoil it. But so I mean, let me look at Topher's team really quickly.
Yeah, dude. Don't
I
give
mean,
him the bad.
Topher's 3-1. Kyron's killing it this week. The Nico and Diggs. I mean,
like a beast.
like a
dude.
beast. This
stat,
guy's a
dude.
fucking genius, man.
Genius, dude.
Right? Raheem Mostert's coming back.
No, he mostly just hurt his knee in pre-warm-ups, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, but you got
Injury purgatory, baby.
you got some pieces. You're in injury purgatory. Let's see if you make it out, right? So one person's got to go down. Who's going down? This man is in injury hell, bro. Half of this guy's team is wiped out. He's got some nice pieces.
3-1, and he's in the
3-1.
toilet team.
Yeah, dude.
These
are
are
disgusting.
The tiers is fluid, boys.
Go ahead,
The tiers is fluid.
Do your
I mean,
thing,
he's
do your
got some
thing.
nice pieces. He's got James Cook. He's got Josh Allen. I think Debo's practicing. Kyle Pitts ain't doing you no favors. T. Higgins not doing you any favors. CMC might be done for the year. Eckler's done. I mean, you got not you really all you got is James Cook and Josh Allen. You live and you die by the Bills here. So you go to toilet team unless proven otherwise. Vin and James, you guys stay. Let me talk about James. James got some nice pieces, but I don't know. Maybe it's a manager diff type of thing. He's got pieces. He just can't put the pieces together to get out, right? And so James staying at 3-1. I'm sorry, but he might be manager diffing himself here. You stay injury purgatory, Vin. Let me see. Let me check out Vin. Let me check out Vin. Right, Tyreek's doing bad. Amari Cooper's inconsistent. I mean, Carson Steele pick didn't pan out, but you stay there. Contender, pretender. Let me see. Oh, right here. Contender, pretender. Ryan here. You move down, Ryan. Ryan moves down
Oh.
this week. Ryan moves down this
Wait
week.
a
I'm s-
minute.
Holy.
That's a
Bijan is
spicy
not
meatball.
returning. Bijan's not returning the value you want him. Devontae Adams is injured. He might be healthy when he gets traded. Who knows when that happens, right? You got some nice pieces. You got Montgomery, but he's on a. You got some nice bench pieces, but uh, you I just don't believe in your team. You know, I'm sorry. For me, contender for my team, contender, pretender. I still don't know. My running back. Actually, you know what, boys? Ryan goes up. I'm putting
Oh,
myself down. You
I
know,
was about
look,
to say. I was about to
these,
say.
Bro.
Okay.
you know, the tiers is fair. You know, the tiers
Yeah.
is
Gotta work through
fair.
it. You
Yeah,
just
I had
gotta
to
work through
work
it.
myself through it. You know, I'm 2
Absolutely.
shots in. What am I thinking right now? Right? Let
Hey,
me
let's
go.
make it 3, boys.
Yeah,
What say you?
Royce's team's looking good right now, so I think he stays at contender pretender. He made some good moves. We'll see if those moves pan out.
Yeah.
Nick, man,
Uh-oh.
by the
Uh-oh.
skin of his teeth. Y'all thought he was up here. I said he's here 2 weeks ago. He might just be here.
Shit. Oh,
Okay.
no.
Right? You
That's fair. You
know,
know what? That's fair.
exactly what
I
I
can't
said.
even-
I wanted to see another week from Flowers. I wanted to see another week from Rashid Shaheed, you know, and they both didn't pan out.
Rashid did good. Hey.
He did good this week, but not last week.
Oh,
Right?
right.
He got like
Yeah,
0
yeah.
points last week.
Yeah, that's true.
Ramondre started off pretty hot, but he's cooled off
cooled
now.
off.
Dude,
Kyler
you're so
Murray, who
shit.
knows what's going on with him? Some days he looks good, some days
Yeah,
he
I
looks
can't. Yeah.
bad.
Don't know
Right?
what's
Call
So
of Duty, bro.
contender, pretender, you know, Jonathan, I would put you here. I would, but it ain't compliant. So you're fantastic but flawed. Jonathan's team looks good. He's got some good running back depth. I think everyone needs running backs now, so I think he can get an upgrade somewhere. The Jordan Mason pick really, really helped his team out here. But I think this is as how the tiers are right now.
All right.
Do you agree? Let's start with Chris.
All right. Really quickly, you know what? Injury purgatory. Knee is in injury purgatory. Even though it is a toilet team, I'm putting knee up. I'm moving Vincent down.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
been took down.
Just
All
you know,
right, all right.
just 1 and 3, not doing too hot, hurting a little bit. Can't make the right moves currently. I'm gonna move Jonathan up to Booty Bond and Nick up to Fantastic But Flawed. I think that's the changes I
There
have
you
there.
go. There you go.
There
I'm
it is.
surprised. I'm surprised. I had James. You know, James 3-1. You know, he's got some nice pieces.
You know what? Yeah, move James up to
I'm
contender pretender.
surprised.
No, you're
I'm
right. You're right. Move him up too. Move him up too.
Yeah, I had a debate. You know, James. James, if you're listening to this, I
Right.
had a debate. You know,
No, you're done. That's
There you
where
go.
I'm at right there. That's where I'm at right there. Absolutely.
Nick. Tears.
I would. Can I even edit this? I can't, but I would do knee down. I think knee is toilet bound.
This is a compliant tier, right?
Oh,
You-
Is that not compliant?
No,
Oh,
no.
shit.
Someone's got to move. It's gotta be
Someone's
like
gotta
a pyramid.
move.
It's
It's
gotta
gotta
be
be
like
a
pyramid.
So-
I do like James. Well, let me see. Let me take a relook. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
He's
He's
I
got to
gotta take
think
a
about
He's
it.
relook.
thinking.
I gotta think about it.
Oh.
And remember, folks, if you want rankings, wait a couple minutes. We'll talk about the power rankings. But this is tiers. Everyone in the
Yeah.
same tier is the
This is-
same,
This is David's segment, so let him do his thing. All right.
Right?
But yeah,
Let him
Hit-
cook. Let him.
drop it in the chat. Talk your shit. If you don't, if you don't like it, don't like it. Whatever you need to do, you know. Comment, dislike,
Yeah,
like,
if you
whatever.
guys-
do some reactions.
It's a little something different. If you guys want 3-word game, we can do 3-word game again. But if you guys like something a little different, put
Yep.
it in the comments.
Yes, sir.
You know what? I'm okay with this.
No,
this is not
fun.
okay.
It's
this
not
is
a
compliant.
compliant
Not
tier.
compliant. Ah, shit.
It needs to be pyramid.
gotta
It
be
needs to like
pyramid,
sta-
okay,
so-
stairs. It's gotta look like stairs here. Like, so you got like
Fuck.
this missing piece here. Someone's gotta move down. here.
Someone's gotta
move
move
down.
down.
You're right.
Or someone in toilet.
Or
moves up.
someone moves up. You like
Who
this?
is that? Who
Timmy.
is that? What?
Timmy.
That's oh shit! I couldn't even. No, Timmy's not moving up. That dude stays there.
Is that a Nike tech or what, dude? Nike
That's
Tech
the
is-
attendance.
Who moves down, Nick? Come on.
someone moves down,
It
someone moves
might,
up.
Who moves up?
dude. It might be Royce moving down. Real
Okay.
shit.
Wow,
That's fair.
Royce.
That's fair.
That's
That's fair.
fair.
All right.
All right, this is your
I
tier.
think that's
Are
the
you sure you don't
compliant.
want to swap this right
I'm
here?
good. I'm good.
All
No,
right,
that's
get
fine.
some
That's
good vote.
fair. It's unbiased.
The tier,
It's
yeah.
fair.
We're going into
All
the
right.
analytics.
Yeah.
All right,
Purely
there
on
you go.
paper
This is
only.
Nick's tiers.
All right.
But yeah, that's it for if you disagree or if you agree, let me know in the comments, everybody. Or I know Topher listens, but
Yeah.
you see, Topher, we moved you up this week. We're putting some
Mhm.
respect on your
Absolutely.
Some people manager diff themselves by losing. You've been manager diffing yourself by winning.
I need some of that.
All right, go ahead, Chris.
All right, we're gonna jump into the week 4 recap. Someone's gonna have to help me out here because I had a busy weekend. I wasn't able to. No, not because I'm drunk. I honestly didn't keep up with the games. Like I'm just gonna read off what happened. If you guys have any input anywhere, let me know about who any storylines, anything like that. So David takes it over Mike Mo. David's the only one that got himself. Everyone else got Mike Mo. James versus Vin. The host got James. You know how it is. I don't know what Royce picked, but um, then Chris versus Royce. 3 people picked Chris. I could not keep up with y'all. That's my fault. I couldn't pull off the dub. Royce masterclass in the trades this week. He had a great job trading. Got the dubs off of that. Royce wins. Nick versus Timmy. Nick, easy sweep for the host from last week. Ryan versus Topher. This was split. Ryan versus Topher, and then Ryan did take the dub here. That's why Jonathan knows the shot. Then we got Yi versus Jonathan. Easily, everyone, another sweep here. Jonathan gets the sweep. David, 5 for 6. I guess I'm kind of glad that I didn't get the dub because otherwise I'd have 3 more shots on top of this.
That's true.
And then I got 3 out of 6. Johnny got 2 of 6. Royce got 4 of 6. So they kind of balance each other out to be 50-50. On the year, David's 14 for 18 at 77%
Dang.
correct. Myself 55% correct, and then the guests have been 61% correct. So this Nick's job to keep it up. I think Ryan had the hottest start. We're gonna see where this goes. But yeah, any input from this week? So I owe another shot, obviously, for losing the head-to-head from the host.
Holy
So I'm gonna
shit.
pour one up right now for my 5th right here, just a little bit. I'm not James though. James is a beast. James does it in the one
Yeah.
glass thing. Yeah, I'm not him.
Dude,
Yeah.
I am
I
not him.
physically react when I see him do that.
I
dude.
guess
So
I'll
go ahead.
break down the storylines
Cheers, y'all.
here.
Cheers, dude.
Myself versus Mike Mo. Obviously, I follow this matchup very closely. Rushy Rice, fucking 0 points. I only won by 6, right? Rushy Rice, 0 points.
Brees Hall
Uh,
like 3 points or something like
Brees
that.
Hall run into a brick wall, 3 points, and the Green Bay kicker, rookie kicker, -1 point. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he had -5 at one point, and so
Really?
I definitely scraped by the skin of my teeth. One
Is
touchdown.
that why we lost? He missed a bunch
He
of
missed
kicks.
2
He missed two 50
3 ATs, I think.
yarders. No, he missed
Oh,
two.
what?
Oh no, he missed
missed
two
as
30
much?
yarders. Because that's why he.
Oh my
That
god!
was the difference for
Is
sure.
that
As
why
a
we
kicker.
lost? I didn't,
Yeah.
dude. I did not watch any games this weekend. I'm pissed, but fuck,
It was
we
for
lost
sure
because
the
of this.
missing.
Okay,
He
all right, go ahead.
kicker
Sorry,
points.
sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
so
My bad,
you
my bad.
guys, that was like 6 free six free points for Mike Mo. That would have won him the week actually. If instead of -1, it was +6, that would have won. Like I don't know if you need to hear this or not, but that would have won you the week. Um, but yeah, James and Vin, I'm not too sure what happened here. Do you any guys know what happened between? Oh, Vin's team just didn't stand up.
They didn't perform. Yeah.
Other
They didn't
close
show
storylines, Nick. Why don't you talk about your game between you and Timmy?
I was annoyed that y'all jinxed all of my players in this shop bet, but I mean, I wasn't like wholly surprised to be honest. Like, Kyler and Zay can be pretty streaky, um, and Saquon
Kind
I
of
thought
saved
was
you,
in line.
right?
I mean, Well, King Henry.
Oh no,
the
no,
same
Henry.
night.
King
same night.
Henry, 33
King. It was
points.
the Henry show. That I guess that's why Zay kind of does because it was definitely King Henry show.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
game.
yeah.
But yeah, I was just kind of like really like bummed out about how I did overall. I thought I would at least break. I didn't even break 100 after even with Henry's like 30 burgers. So not really the most confident instilling week, but I think and definitely not with Saquon on bye this week either. So a little nervous, not gonna lie, but you know that's how she goes sometimes, right?
For sure.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure this is the second time Timmy's had negative points from his tight end.
Yep.
In the
Pretty
year.
sure.
Second time. Yep.
Yeah,
second
the
time.
second time he
No
got.
way.
I think Cade Otton got him
Cade
negative.
on
Oh
got
yeah.
he got. I remember we were in the chat or we were like live for this. I think he got like a rush for minus yards and never got a catch after that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So,
Timmy's
yeah.
got the fucking.
It's minus 0.4 in week
Yeah,
2.
and I don't think Timmy's using the word shameless correctly in
Alright,
the
let me
chat.
let me jump back into James versus Vin. James's team definitely found a lot more touchdowns. I would say a lot more points. Vin's team, Cam Akers 5, Tyreek 6, Amari Cooper 5. Just a lot of single digits, and on top of that, Carson Steele with a -1.
That's tough.
So 15-point loss there. We finished Nick and Timmy. Let's jump into Ryan Topher.
Yeah, about
That-
Vins, it was heartbreaking too because he benched K9 for the Monday night game because
That's
he's
tough.
injured.
Yeah, that's
That was
tough.
And so like you couldn't really plan around that, but yeah, that was
Uh,
tough.
I wish I was around to follow this more because Ryan beat Topher by 2.
Oh, this is a Monday night game. Yeah,
Is this a Monday night game?
it was.
David Montgomery
Mhm.
with 14 here. Jaden Reed went off. Oh, Jason, Jason, 9.1.
Yeah, it was a Montgomery
Bi-
and JSN versus
Montgomery went the
Laporta.
Yeah.
hell off. Yeah.
And Bills 1 point, like that doesn't help either, right? Like if Bills gets like 2 more sacks, he gets a W. Like 2 more sacks, a little less points. So tough break there for Topher.
And he had
And
Muth on his bench. That would have done it.
And then we talked about Yi just freaking 59 points. Like I don't even want to talk about this game. Let's move on. Any thoughts on the week? Any final thoughts?
I
Anything
think
like that?
I think Yi's team, is
it's
starting to fall
bench.
down, fall off
Yeah.
a cliff. So look out for Yi's team to fall off a cliff. Look out for whose team? There's Royce's team and James's team. I think they're getting healthy.
Yep.
So I think look out for those two teams this
Uh,
week.
Did you say that you didn't give it the Owen?
Oh, that's what my comment about it is like me and
That's
Vin were
true.
joking about how
Who does he have?
it was extra
Alright.
pressure that
We gotta go like whoever gives up the Owen right now has to take a shot, right? At
yeah,
minimum
you
one
have
shot.
to at this point. Yeah, whoever gives Timmy his first dub has to
Has
at
to take
least
one
have
shot.
some. He might have to match the booty punishment. No, or is that too spicy?
That's too spicy.
That's okay. It's too much. One shot. Sure.
Timmy
Right?
didn't even have
Anyone
a fucking.
handshakes?
Timmy didn't have a punishment, dude. Let's be real.
Not
has Timmy
yet.
done what
Wait
has
till the
Timmy done
next
last 2 years?
bachelor party.
Fuck, dude. What has Timmy done the last 2 years? Nothing.
That is true.
That's true. Why did
That
I
is
have
true.
to do a stand-up comedy
Dude,
show?
no,
That's true.
well,
This is karma for Timmy not delivering.
Well, I didn't ask you guys to do the stand up to be like, hey, let's do it for the booty. I was like, hey, brother, you're the brother-in-law. Are you interested?
No, I'm not interested.
You did it. You fucking did it. I don't know what to tell you.
Dude, you brought the house down.
That's-
Yeah, you
David.
killed it. And then Michael was like kind of dabbling in it. He was like fucking around with it and like going to like open mics. Said, hey, Michael, you want to do it? I'm down. So I was like, okay, like y'all were down. So fuck it.
Me and Michael, we're good sports about it. We're good
Yeah.
sports about it.
No, I mean, you had to buy Thai food 1 year, right? Like, Timmy hasn't done shit. Like, he owes shots for Dallas Cowboys. He hasn't fucking paid out any fucking of the last 2 toilets. Like, let's be real. He hasn't done shit.
And he hasn't even been managing his team, if I'm being honest, this year. Let's be real about that too.
Oh,
This is a shit on Timmy's segment.
Yeah, just
Dude.
all that to draft Najee in the 5th. Come on, Timmy.
Right. If he gets 3-time back-to-back booties, do we just open this league up to a new person? Does he
I
just lose his
think so.
spot?
I
He
think
gets
so.
relegated?
I
Oh,
think you get
shit.
relegated to the G League. You get relegated to my work league.
That's
You
crazy.
gotta get relegated if it's your 3rd toilet in a row. Like,
That's tough.
that takes-
2 is fine.
Like what?
2 is your
Yes.
luck is
Well,
down. You're down
Like,
on your
one-
luck.
Yeah, one is like fuck it, whatever it happens. Like 2, all right, fuck it. You know, I made trades, I did my thing. But 3, starting 0-4, come on, like, dude, like
We gotta be
just
sinks.
just pack your bags. You just move to fucking
Yeah, I'm
Ohio
trying
too
to
or
ke-
some shit, dude.
trying to keep this a competitive league right here.
Dude. All right.
Shit.
Now that we're done shooting on Timmy, let's jump into the power rankings.
Now let's
Uh,
and in last place we got Timmy.
last place you got Timmy. Scott. Dude, I don't think I copied this correctly. Because how come some people are 3-1, some people are 1-2?
What are you talking about?
Are
Oh
you- are you-
yeah,
On the
some people.
bottom,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
the
The
bottom.
bottom part. All right. Hey, this is probably right anyways. Fuck it. We're just gonna read it the way it was. Timmy last, Chris next, Vin took 10th, Michael, Royce, Knee, David running at the top 6, David, James, Topher, Nick, Jonathan, and Ryan.
Oh Ryan.
So, movement here. I didn't look too much into movement, but the arrows showed me Jonathan moved up into second. Nick dropped down just a little bit. Topher moved up. Royce moved up. This kind of represents the tiers a little
It
bit.
kind of. I didn't even look at the
Kinda-
power rankings
It
before it.
represents the tiers a little bit. With that being said, just some notable standouts. Timmy can't cross 90 this year apparently. 85 points for.
Holy shit.
Knee at 93 points for, but he's 3-1, so he deserves to be in the top 6, bottom like that's at the very top right there in the middle. Tough points against for Nick and David. 458, 449. For myself too, 440. Hey, all of us. Hey, is this the theme? Is this how you got
God
us on?
gives his toughest challenges to his.
That's
toughest
why we're so
warriors.
low,
That's
boys. That's
Good shit. No, but with that being said, I think this does reflect the tiers pretty well. Any kind of thoughts on the power rankings? I still love the pictures. I honestly, every time I see the tiers, I see these pictures. I love them. So,
Dude, what is
there is
Geese
that.
from? Where he's like a fucking elf or a
Um,
goblin?
it's the top 5. It was like a meme for a little bit. It was a meme for a little bit, and then James turned like the top 4 like back-to-back people or top 5 back-to-back people into
Oh,
like a
that's
meme.
right. I
Yeah,
remember. It was like the group of like.
Yeah,
I
like the
remember.
villains, like the He-Man villains, maybe.
Yeah,
I forget.
something like
I
that.
forget.
I
Yeah,
remember now. Yeah,
like
I
that
remember.
kind of like 90s cartoons, 80s cartoons, whatever.
I remember that.
Any thoughts on the power rankings for this?
Yeah, I guess the biggest discrepancy between my tiers and this power rankings is Ryan being at number 1. Um, you know, Ryan, if you're listening, you win this week, I might have to adjust my tiers, brother. All right, just like I adjusted Topher's tiers, I might have to take a closer look, Ryan. I believe in you, but win again this week, I'll have to readjust my tiers, brother. I believe.
Something to bring up though. He has the most points for, and he has a pretty high points against 103. So
I
he has
know.
116. So we might
I might
keep
have
our
to.
eye open.
I'll keep
Keep
my
our
eye.
open
I'll keep my eye
yeah.
on you, Ryan. I'll keep my eye on you, Nick. Might
Nick,
move
any thoughts on
down,
this
Ryan. Might
tiers?
move up.
Hey man, bottom line, man. Bottom line.
Bottom line, absolutely. So yeah, Nick did move down a little bit. How do you feel about that? You're okay with that? Top
I
3
think
still?
that's pretty fair to be honest. Yeah, I mean, we'll see if I come back up. I feel like fingers crossed is just a down week for me. That's all, and then
For
this is my
sure.
floor.
All right.
All right, we're jumping into week 5 predictions. We got matchups this week: David versus Topher, Mike Mo
Real
versus
quick,
Ryan.
real
Go ahead.
quick. How you feeling right now, Chris? Feeling
I'm
good?
I'm actually pretty good.
I mean, I've seen you take 5 shots a lot worse than you are. You're pretty cognizant right now.
Hey, Kirkland Bourbon. Here we go.
Yeah,
I'm about to
let's
finish this
go.
bottle this year.
there
Shit.
you go. There you go.
Yeah, I think I started pretty high. I think I have like 1 or 2 pours, and then I don't have any Hennessy right now, so I'm working through this. We'll see what's up.
All right.
All right, pretty good. You guys want to take a shot?
All right, man.
Oh fuck
Run
you!
it.
Do you want to?
Cheers,
Hey.
dude.
All
only
right.
here.
Just
I'm
for
only here
good.
once a
Yeah,
season,
we're
dude.
all
Little bit.
I'm only here
a
once a
little.
season, boys.
Top 3 points against you. We'll take a little
Hey,
bit more.
top
We'll
3
take
points
a
against.
we'll take a
Top 3
little
points
bit.
against.
Toughest.
You know,
toughest
this is good
Warriors?
karma right here.
Yeah, a little
Toughest
splasher.
Warriors, baby.
Hey,
Splash
Dave,
the J-Mo.
you know what's good karma? On a tangent, I'm like, David's been putting in work, man. He's going through his PhD. Like, one of my quirks is like, hey, you got good karma. Like, you put in your work. Like, you should do your thing. But David's fucking PhD. David's hosting this podcast. Can my boy get a booty?
That's what
Mm.
I've been in this league.
Booty.
That's what I'm saying. Dude. I was pretty close last year.
Yeah.
Dude, I was. I mean,
You were,
but
you were,
we'll
you were.
see. We'll see.
I mean, honestly, if you can get into the dance, it is what it is. There, right?
Anything
Like,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think if you secure that bye week, that bye week is nice.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I don't like my team to rest a little bit. 'Cause I've been back to back with my team not resting. They're a little too comfortable. You know what I mean? Like,
I see. I see.
Like,
Let us toot our own horns a bit in this.
dude, my belt's in the car, dude. My belt's in my
Alright,
trunk, dude.
Dude, I was looking at the belt when you brought it the job. I'm like, bro, that shit's beat up. What the
Dude,
fuck?
that shit is beat up as fuck. And we might need to get a new belt, dude. Just on some
We might
candy
need to
stuff.
re-leather it. We might need to re-leather
Yeah.
that shit. All right, cheers, brothers.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Yeah, fucking. I tell you a quick story. One of my, without giving too much, one of my friends was like, back in the day, he was at a party and he was like, he was hanging out at a block party, and a guy goes, "Hey, I'm about to pop the trunk." Like, what do you mean I'm about to pop the trunk? It's like, "Hey, I'm about to pop the trunk and make these guys scatter."
What the fuck?
So he's like, "So hey, y'all cool? Y'all need to take off right now. You know what I mean?" So my belt's in my trunk. I'm gonna make y'all scatter real quick.
Okay.
Shut the
God
fuck
damn.
up, dude.
God damn it, this motherfucker.
Y'all better.
Air it out. Air it out right now, dude.
Well,
Would that be-
I'm glad you're here with us right now, Chris.
With that being said, I got David versus Topher, Mike Mo versus Ryan, Chris versus Iggy, Royce versus Jonathan, Nick versus James, and Vin versus Timmy this week. Let's jump into our first matchup. We got David versus Topher. You know David's got himself, right?
It's too free.
It's too free. So
I might have, if I lose this week, I might have to move myself down to toilet realm here.
Just insta tank.
All right, can you pull this up? Can you pull this up, Nick, and tell me what do you think about this matchup here?
Yeah, sure. So just going down the board, we have Joe Burrow versus Dab Prescott in the QB slot. I think Burrow takes this one in a shootout with Baltimore. Dak's been kind of hit or miss, and Steelers defense obviously tails old as time. Moving on to running backs, we got Etienne and Josh Jacobs.
Hungry.
Hungrian, yeah, he's starving versus Kyron and Dingleberry. I have this, I think, as a push. If I'm not, yeah, I have it as a push. So I think Kyron alone probably matches Etienne and Josh Jacobs. Like
That's fair.
as like the weeks go, and then Dingleberry is just like maybe a splash. Like like Kyron will go for the 20, Dingleberry gets the 5, and then you got
Yeah.
Etienne and Josh Jacobs going for like 13, 12. So it's
Yeah.
like something like that, like split.
Okay.
And then for the wide receivers, we got Topher and his trademark same team
Stack.
1A 1B
Yes.
stack.
Yes, sir.
Upgraded from Keenan Allen and Mike Williams to Nico and Stephon Diggs,
And
which
he still
also
has Keenan Allen. Something
Dude.
just can't
Joey,
quit.
he also has, I forgot, yeah, just giving him support from the bench.
Yeah.
As funny as it sounds, versus of course David's Mike Mo Evans and Mara say it. I have this as a push. Texans and Buffalo again, insane shootout. Probably an egregious over under on that game. And then you have Mike Mo doing Mike Mo things against Atlanta. And then Jamar again in a shootout with Baltimore. I feel like that's gonna be like easy, like 100 points between those four. Like that would be so sick.
100 points between the
I
four
mean,
of them.
between the four. I mean, okay, that sounds kind of crazy. Actually, now that I say that,
That's 25
yeah,
minimum.
that does sound a little crazy, but it might be close. It'd probably be like an 80 or 90 or maybe.
All right,
So
all
like
right,
I
all
think it'll
right.
be pretty high. I think they're good for 20 a pop. So that would be a good one. A good matchup to watch is the wide receiver slots here.
Okay.
For tight end, I'll take McBride all day, every day if he's
Absolutely.
back from concussion.
Absolutely.
Moose been getting the looks, but you know, I think a little bit more shaky than McBride is
Mhm.
overall. Um, Flex, we got Drizzy versus Christian Kirk. I was surprised. I initially had Drizzy, like hands down, because I thought Kirk was shit in the bed until I popped him open. He got 12 targets, 7 catches, and a tutty last game, and then 10 targets, 8 catches against Buffalo. Now,
Yep.
granted, those were like shootouts, but against Indy, like you
In-
might have to like that trend might keep
Indy
it up, you
D
know?
Indy D might be ETN week, which leads me into yeah, Indy might be ETN week. I think it's a rushing week for them.
I see that. I can see
Do I
that
go
for sure.
Bigsby ETN then? Is that what you're saying here?
No, is that what you're trying to say, Chris?
You're capping your upside. I definitely go Jacob. You know what, David? You want to go to the Green Bay Rams game this week? We got it going on the Sunday.
Alice is going to the Dodger game, so I might be free. You know.
Hey, I got Packers. You got Rams.
Let me get a couple sales this week and we'll talk.
Okay, okay, all right. Maybe we can get a little league outing here. Rams Packers. With that being said, yeah, I would say push because I think Kyron's gonna do well here. I think Seattle. So Singletary, Seattle. There was, I think, Detroit really messed with their stats there. I think Seattle's run D is still pretty good, so I'm gonna go push. But the rest of the way, I got David. I know Nick's got a bunch of pushes. I got David the rest of the way. I'm gonna go David easy here. Even the kickers a push. You got Moody versus Fairbairn, push. So yeah, I got David. I know
No,
David.
I got David. I got Kaimi, bruh. That's you. You have push. You
No,
fucker.
no,
You fucker.
no. I'm talking about the rest of the team is a push for me.
Oh, I
Oh, I
see.
see.
No,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
rest
yeah.
of the team
You're
is
right.
David. You had a couple pushes between the receivers and
I see. I
the
see.
flex. But yeah, I said the kickers the push. But yes, and even with Moody had like that huge ass boob week.
Right.
Still got the push there. So, but for me, push. I got David winning. David's got himself. So for us, we got push. Let's go. Let's move into Mike Mo Ryan here. David, can you break us down? Mike Mo Ryan.
I mean, I think this matchup will be pretty close. Jaden McDaniels, Lamar Jackson. I have that as a push. Surprisingly, who would have thought, right? Um,
Yeah.
Against
Ima-
Cleveland, Jaden against Browns, D. Even you think he tears them up?
That might be the only thing I have as a push though. Yeah,
okay.
I think he tears up Cleveland's D.
Yeah, I think he tears
Damn.
up. He's been playing well, and he
Yeah, I
has
know
the
he's
He
been
has
legs. He
been
has
killing
the
it.
well.
Yeah.
legs too. He has that rush. He
But
doesn't have to
it's been
throw.
against Cincy and Arizona. You know, that's like tier 3, 4 defenses.
Yeah, I mean, but I think him and Terry McLaurin the last few games have been like clicking. The first few games not so much, but in the last 2 games he's been on the same page as Terry McLaurin. But maybe it'll drop this week. I have that as a push for now. Um, for running backs, I had that as a push, but it seems like he took Brees Hall out of his lineup, and he
Oh
has
yeah, that's why
Emmanuel
he had E.
Wilson. And
Wilson.
I was
Yeah.
like, what was I smoking here? But I think okay, let's just say it's Brees Hall and Bucky Irving versus Bijan and Joe Mixon. I have it as a pusher, surprisingly. Bijan's been
Interesting.
okay. Joe Mixon, he has a high ankle. I think is coming off a high ankle injury, and so they might limit his snaps first game back. And
Mm.
so I like Brees Hall to have a bounce back game. Bucky Irving's been looking nice. I think he'll get into the end zone, so I have that as a push there.
Mm.
Devontae and Jaden Reed versus Ayuk and Pickens. I have as a push. I don't think they might not play Devontae if they're trying to trade him.
I agree.
And so that's why I have it. I don't know who he's gonna put in there, but if Devontae plays, then obviously I'll go Ryan. But I don't think Devontae will play. he might have to slot someone in like a Lazard or
He has Leggett.
Jacoby
Well,
or
he'll move
Leggett.
he'll move Jason up, and then we'll talk about the flex. Then.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts about Jason Reed versus Ayuk Pickens?
Yeah, I have that as a push.
Okay, push is fair.
Yeah. I think Ayuk has a bounce back, or he'll have a respectable game. I don't know if it was bounce back, but he'll have a respect. I think he needed a couple weeks to kind of get into form, and I think he'll bounce back. Um, for tight end, Kittle and Ferguson. I like the way Kittle's been playing recently. He's been looking good. He's been getting into the end zone. And yeah, I mean, overall, um, does it depend? Oh wait, everyone's like changing up there. Did Ryan drop Cowboys D this week?
He did
Yeah,
drop
he
Cowboys
dropped
D.
it for the Packers.
Damn, for the
Packers.
Packers. Okay, then I gotta change it up. Yes, that I guess I have a wash here between San Fran
Okay.
because I had San Fran and Cowboys, but now it's San Fran and Green Bay, so I have it as a wash. I think it's very close, but I think I slightly lean Ryan here. But Devontae needs to play.
Okay, fair.
That's fair. Hmm.
I got Ryan winning this pretty easily. I think Michael's in like bye week purgatory. Nick.
Yeah, I had Ryan pretty much across the board
Mhm.
for all positions. Yeah, and I have to bring this up every time I talk to David, and Ryan is mentioned in the vicinity where he was jumping for joy on draft day, checking the schedule, seeing that he played Ryan twice. Literally
We'll
jumping
see.
for
Hey,
joy.
divisional opponents. You know, it gets a little weird when it is a divisional
But
opponent. We know each other too well. They know my
wait, hold on.
schemes.
Where is he in the David's tiers list? Which one?
Let me see. I
Is
think
he in? Is he? I just want to see if he's above you or not.
no, he's
Is that
he's contender or pretender right now. I'm pretty sure. I
is that
moved
same as
myself
you?
into injury purgatory.
So he's actually above you.
He's
Let
above
the
me.
record show. David jumped for joy, and he's below Ryan in the tier list,
What can
boys.
I
Fair,
say?
fair,
And that's
fair.
Don't let
preseason
it be.
projections. It all goes away after week one. Don't you know that? Don't you
All
know
right.
that?
I see.
But I'm
I've
being
done this
fair.
long enough.
But I've been fair in the tiers now.
I've had post roster bait clarity many times enough to know
All
that
right.
that's true.
All right, Nick. What do you got?
For the next matchup or this one?
No, for this one. Nick.
Ryan. I got Ryan
Right.
winning pretty
Right.
handily. Yeah.
Right. Excuse me. Sorry, Nick. Can you run through the next one because it's myself?
Yeah, sure. So we got Chris Dorner versus Neris.
Yes, sir.
One's gonna get killed today. I'm
Oh my
sorry. And for the QBs, we got we got Chris's Brock Purdy versus Gee's Golden Phantasm, Josh Allen.
Golden
Is
Phantasm.
no, that's not right.
Noble.
Noble.
Sorry, Noble.
His
Noble.
noble
I'm fucking
phantasm is Mike
fucking idiot,
Evans,
dude.
but I've been
Oh yeah,
holding
I'm
it
fucking.
from him.
That's right. That's right. It is Mike Evans. We got Purdy against Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen takes this one. Yeah, again, disgusting over under in that game probably, and I think it's gonna be Josh Allen's probably gonna be playing with a fire in his ass after getting absolutely mollywomped by the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Up next we have probably the saddest running back matchup I think of the slate. We have James Conner, solid. Zach Moss, also solid, I think actually. But then you have Samaje P. Ryan for Yee,
Which
and
is
then
tough.
James Cook, again in kind of a must bounce back kind of game against the Texans. I had Chris in this scenario. I think James Conner and James Cook, both Jameses, are somewhat of a wash. Especially for this week with James Conner against San Francisco. But Samaje against Zach Moss, I think that's a no-brainer.
Mm.
Black Zach Moss tonight. Wide
Black-
receivers, we got Rome Odunze and Tyler Lockett for Chris against Debo and Godwin for Yee. Um, this is kind of tough. I don't like Debo just quite yet because he's coming off that injury. I think he was probably on a snap count the last game. Didn't get a ton of looks, and Juwan has been delivering for Purdy, and they have a connection for sure. But Debo's him. He's gonna get his looks, but I just don't know if this is the exact week he's gonna get him back. On the other side, Godwin's been playing almost lights out, especially for where he was taken.
For sure.
At least for the season. So, huge Godwin fan this year, more so than others. Lockett, actually, funnily enough, I to my friend the other day. Lockett's been kind of like not. He's not the old Lockett that you know, where he would go for like 2 or 30 every other week. He seems to be a very consistent like
Yeah.
5 to 10. So not
That's
quite as exciting as he used to
that's
be
not
in
what I
days
want.
right in days past. So I think I would give the edge here to slightly to Yi because I think maybe Debo ramps up at least a little bit more, even if a little bit more, it'll probably give him the edge with Godwin over Chris's
Mm.
wide receiver. So and then with the waiver clearing, we have Tucker Craft, a homer pick for Chris
Yep.
against Kyle
Oh, yeah.
Schitz. I'm actually I really wanted Craft for at least just to ride the hot hand. And with the Christian Watson targets vacating somewhere, big fan of him this week against the Rams. Kyle Schitz just probably another goose egg. I'll say it, back to back goose eggs. I'll mark it down, boys.
Oh my
Um,
God! All right,
and
that
then
means
we
more
got
Drizzy
yeah, so
targets. I'm down.
yeah, 100%. I'll take that all day. And then flex we got T Higgins, um, the poor man's Jalen Waddle, and
Shit.
Tutu Atwell.
Like
Shoot.
that.
I do like Tutu. I think the Rams are gonna have to toss a ton against Green Bay. But again, same could be said for T Higgins against Baltimore. So I have it as somewhat of a push. I know T Higgins has the brand name, but I'm not like too big on him. Um, And I had for a notable piece here in this matchup. He's going to start Ravens D when this particular week Higgins is going for him, and then you have Zach Moss on the other side for Chris. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of potential negative swings against Yi
Mm.
on both sides. So
Yeah.
Higgins goes off,
Or
that's like a wash, and then Zach Moss goes off. Then it's just like just a huge like compounding
yeah.
negative. So
Or excuse me. Or Baltimore's D goes off and then it messes with my team. So there's
at
that.
the expense, yeah. So like I
Yeah.
think that might be like kind of a strange like interaction piece
Fair.
for this particular week. So um this is overall kind of I think our lock of the week for toilet toilet bowl preview.
I think
Fair.
this one
That's what I
might
have
send
it
Chris to the toilet.
as. Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody's getting relegated off of this.
I
Um
re- dude, part of my demons are just do I just play for not being in the toilet, like just holding my pieces and not get the toilet. Oh man! All right, David. Thought,
Youngwei Koo, dude. Did we do a shot bet for
Yeah.
Youngwei being the highest scorer in the whole
oh,
matchup?
he might be the highest scorer of my team, dude. 20 points
That's
last week,
of the
dude.
whole matchup, including Yi's
Dude,
team,
No.
over Josh Allen even.
I think
nah,
it's a good
I,
Roma Dunze
All right.
week. I think it's a good Roma Dunze.
Mm,
But
man, I needed Roma Dunze week last week, but
last
that's
week.
besides the
that's
point. Go
tough.
ahead,
Yeah.
David. Any differences? Wait, who did you end up
No,
having, Nick?
Dude, honestly, I was trying to go quick because I thought we were gonna start soon, so I kind of glossed over it just because it wasn't clear cut. Re-looking at it, I think I like
how are you already down by 5%? That's humongous, dude.
dude.
Humongous, down bad.
This is so rough, dude. I don't know, man. I spitballing just because there's pressure here. I'm gonna say Chris. I'm gonna say Chris.
All right.
Okay.
I'll say Chris.
I also have Chris. He could get relegated this week, but I think not this week, Chris. Not this week. You don't
All
get
right.
relegated. You survive
Yeah.
another week.
Thank you, thank you. All right, let's jump into Royce versus Jonathan though, because you
Yeah.
know I always got myself. I got Royce this week. Baker Mayfield versus Richardson or someone off the waiver. I got Royce running backs HN versus at New England versus Hubbard. I don't think Jonathan Taylor's playing, but Jordan Mason is playing. I do have Royce right now, but I might go push here. I might go push here. Um, Receivers, CeeDee Lamb and Deontay versus Neighbors and more. I'm going Royce. Tight ends, I'm going Jonathan. And flex, Brian Thomas versus McLaurin. I would say Jonathan. Any differences here?
Um, no differences here. I also agree that I think Jonathan beats Royce this week. I think Jordan Mason and Jonathan Taylor, if he's healthy. And DJ Moore is facing Carolina, so he should be in line for a good game.
DJ
So
Moore. Oh yeah, never mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
right, so I think that kind of Royce normally would have an advantage at wide receiver, but I think DJ Moore plays up to his potential, making it a little closer. But yeah, I think I have Jonathan this week. Jonathan seemed looking strong. I don't think he'll play Anthony Richardson. I think he should look at someone on the waiver wire.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think Jonathan wins this week.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I have Jonathan on the week, and I just want to say that Royce is uh, uh, uh relying a lot on Andy Dalton to keep it up against a tough Bears D too.
Hmm.
Because he has Deontay, he has Chuba, so he's a big Panthers fan this week.
All right. Next, we got Nick versus James. I'll break this one down. Nick versus James. Jordan Love versus Kyler Murray. I'm gonna go Jordan Love here. So I got James. That's right. All right. Kamara versus Ford. Henry versus Stevenson. I got Nick slightly. I just think Derrick Henry's been hot. Casey's been good. Jerome Ford's kind of okay. Wide receiver, I do have James Metcalf Jefferson over Pittman and Zay Flowers. Tight end, I got Nick, Brock Bowers, and with the flex, Shaheed versus Worthy. I would say push here. With that being said, I think this is gonna be a very close game, but I am gonna have to roll James slightly.
I'm also going James. I mostly agree with you. I think the discrepancy between the quarterbacks and the wide receivers outweigh the maybe Nick winning over the flex and the tight end. Maybe that's like Nick winning by like a grand total of 10 points. I
Yeah.
think Jordan Love has been the Rams have been absolutely
Yep.
torched
Yep.
by wide receivers and quarterbacks. And so I think Jordan Love might get like a 25 pointer. Kyler Murray, he's San Fran. I don't know what the hell. Me as a Kyler Murray owner, I don't know what the hell is going. He might have gone beta access to the new Call of Duty, so that might be why. I know it's coming out pretty soon, so I have
Okay.
James winning
Okay.
here.
All right. So I got James and Nick's got himself obviously. So we don't have to talk about that.
Vin and
Let's
Timmy, bro.
Dude,
Vin
This
versus
is the game of
Timmy.
the week.
This is the game of the week. What do you got, David? Break this down for us. I think you're the last second one
Yeah,
to break
I
down for us.
mean, Mahomes versus Stroud. I have to lean Stroud here. Aaron Jones and Najee versus K9 and Brian Robinson. My God, Brian Robinson. I think he's the running back. He's a running back one. He's the running back 11 on the year. Kenneth Walker looked great last week. He's going against the New York Giants. I'm leaning Vin here. Marvin Harrison and the G Rat versus Tyreek and Cooper. I have that as a push. Um, G-Rat, I don't know what the hell's going on. Tyreek, I don't know
Yeah.
what the hell's going on.
okay.
Last week, actually, they did
You know
manufacture.
what's going on with Tyreek. Tyreek is fucking not Tyreek, but Tyreek's
Yeah, but
quarterbacks are dog shit. Yeah.
they've been manufacturing plays and touches for Tyreek, trying to get him in space,
Yeah.
and putting him in a good position. So at least he's a focal point of the offense. So because he's good for one. Right? And
Yeah.
so you have Amari Cooper versus Washington. The Washington defense is very soft. Um, Deshaun Watson, even though he's not that good, he does target Amari Cooper a lot. I think last week versus Vegas, he had a long touchdown called back, if you guys
Yeah,
remember that. And
yeah, I
so,
did.
I mean, this 5 points could easily be like a 15 pointer. So I think Deshaun Watson and him can get it going versus Washington. But yeah, I have wide receivers kind of like as a wash there.
Yeah.
Dalton Kincaid versus Gasicko mode. I can't believe he's running him out again.
Dude.
Um, but I have Dalton Kincaid here. I think they've been making Dalton kind of a focal point, trying to get him into the offense. As of recent, Brandon Aubrey versus Blake. Aubrey's been on fire, so that's at least a 10-point difference right there. That might be the difference in this matchup, so I'm leaning Vin.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nick, what are your thoughts on that matchup?
Yeah, that's pretty much bar for bar, word for word what I was gonna say.
All right.
Yeah, but Vin's kicker on top is probably gonna be difficult to
Yeah, what
to
about you,
replace.
Chris?
You know what?
Is
I'm
this
only I'm only
No
saying
way!
this
I
is a
just
gut
checked it.
pick. I'm looking
I
at the
just
doc
checked
right
it.
here, and
I'm
it
only
it
saying this
just
'cause
says
I'm only saying this because David and I both have 5 of 5 picks the same.
Oh,
Oh, I
We
see.
have
I
we
see.
have to have some
You have to
disparity.
break ahead.
Like we have to have some disparity here because right, like, otherwise we're both just drinking. Like we're signing up to just drink next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that being said, hey Timmy, I've been rooting for you. Please do something.
This guy's rooting
Dude.
for you, but this guy's also calling for you to get relegated.
Dude,
With
the
that being,
chart is literally Vin, Timmy, and then final winner, Timmy.
dude,
Timmy,
doesn't make it make
for
sense.
context, Timmy, the only positions y'all have been on the pod before. You know how we do it. The only positions that Timmy wins is wide receiver and flex, and
And then it's overall. It's the gap is so big.
that Timmy
It's gonna
wins.
it's that Timmy takes it.
All
You
right.
also want to see Vin win because whoever breaks Timmy's Owen has we're establishing this.
All right, if Timmy
Alright.
wins, they okay. If Timmy wins, they both get sent to the
the real
toilet route.
shit, real
Too
shit.
bad we make it a
Timmy,
10-man league. They're
yeah,
just both out.
Timmy's taking one with him. Timmy's
Uh,
gonna get got, but he's gonna get his more than he gets got.
Yep, yep. All
All
right,
right.
High
Yeah.
stakes game, boys. Game of the week.
We ran
America's game of the week.
That's
a
the game
little
of the
bit
week.
long, but good luck. I think that's all we have this week. Good luck this week to everyone, and I'll catch you on the next episode.
All right,
Peace, boys. Thanks.
there it was.